24/7 celebrity news. Nessa Barrett just posted a tattoo tour that did not mention any of her 3 matching tattoos with her boyfriend Jaden Hossler. Fans are assuming these are matching tattoos. They also could be similar tattoos. Fans noticed that Nessa and Jaden have 3 matching tattoos together, the number 3, a cupid, and most recently, a pretty emo quote. Nessa Barrett just gave fans a tattoo tour as Nessa showed off her first tattoo ever, which is under her breast and reads Heavy Soul. It sounds like Nessa regrets this first piece as she told the camera, quote, "I don't know what the F I was thinking. I found it on Pinterest." But now it seems like her tattoo fits her, as Nessa does think she has a heavy soul because, quote, "there's a lot of baggage on me," end quote. Nessa then admitted in this video that she has, quote, "kind of been getting a lot of tattoos recently," which of course fans know anytime we see new ink on Nessa or Jaden, that information usually comes from their tattoo artist posting it. Fans are wondering, are these matching tattoos? Are they similar tattoos? I will say the 3s look exactly alike. The quotes are exactly the same, but the cupids are a little different, so I'm not sure if that is in fact a matching tattoo or a similar tattoo. Fans know that Nessa and her boyfriend Jaden Hossler just got their 3rd, allegedly, matching tattoo together with the quote, "It's you I welcome death with" on their arms, which is a little dark, but it does seem to be a song lyric. This follows their matching tattoo of the number 3, which they got right after going public with their relationship, and matching cupid tattoos. Nessa did not mention any of these 3 matching tattoos she has with Jaden in the video, but she did talk about the matching tattoo she has with her good friend and brother, Cooper Noriega, and the matching tattoo she has with her mom. So it is possible too, and I totally respect Nessa for doing this, that her video, it's called Life's a Ness, like Life's a Mess. I think what she's trying to do with it, it's all about her. She probably doesn't want the narrative of her own life to be about her boyfriend Jaden Hossler, and she wants to focus on herself and her own brand, in which case, power to her. As we report this, we don't know if Nessa actually regrets the tattoos she has with Jaden. I think she just is trying to talk about the ones that are really about her and not about her relationship. Nessa once told Elite Daily that she likes to get pieces of black ink that either have to do with the music or of her personal life. As Nessa told the magazine, "I have a whole Pinterest folder of tattoos. I'm planning on doing an entire sleeve one day. I have a tattoo idea. I'm getting the word anxiety, and then over it will be a spider. I kind of want my sleeve tattoo to be based on all of my struggles and the ones around it to explain how I overcame them," which I think is such an uplifting and positive message. But also, if you are under the age of 18 and you can't get a tattoo yet, please know that there are other ways to deal with your anxiety than to permanently put ink on your body. That is just my word of advice to you. So curious about what you guys think. I don't know if you saw this video that Nessa recently posted on her Instagram of the series that I think is so great. It's so great that Nessa is letting her fans in, showing them about her life and what she's going through. I do love how Nessa really is a spokesperson for mental health and anxiety and getting over it. I think that's so great that she spreads that message to her fans. Hello, hi. Shell is saying, "I would never get a tattoo with a lover at 19, way too young, and imagine if they break up." So true, Shell. I think a good rule of advice is that if you are thinking about getting a tattoo with someone you're dating, make sure that you still will like that tattoo if you are no longer with the person. And I will say that with Nessa's tattoos, while we don't know the significance of the number 3 or the angel to her, and we don't really know the significance of that quote, I do think all 3 of those tattoos do stand alone on their own. But if you ask Jaden's ex-girlfriend Mads Lewis, who currently is in the process of removing her matching tattoo with Jaden, it would probably be don't get tattoos with boyfriends, period. As we know, Mads has the tattoo left side on her left hand and Jaden has right side on his right hand. Personally, I'm dyslexic. I could definitely use a left or a right on either one of my hands. On my driver's test, I literally had to write L on my left hand so I knew how to turn left and how to turn right. So if I was Mads, I would keep the tattoo and I would thank my ex for helping me distinguish those 2 sides, but that's just my personal opinion. Hi, Crystal, thank you so much for watching us. Oh, Crystal is saying that actually Jaden and Nessa have 4 matching tattoos. Crystal, you're giving the TS here. What is the 4th tattoo? Let us know if you know the 4th tattoo that they have together. Yes, and Margie, you're right. She did say she regrets the first one she got, which is Heavy Soul. It's like right here on her underboob area. But it was interesting because even though at first she was like, yeah, it was a thing I found on Pinterest, I don't know why I got it, she later kind of went on to say that at the time, while she did regret it immediately after getting it, now it's kind of become a part of her, like a scar. She's embracing it. It's her story. It's her life. Nikki is saying they just can't wait. Yes, they just can't wait to get all these tattoos. But it sounds, look, if Nessa has plans to get a sleeve and currently currently she has a ton of butterflies on her arm, and I think she wants to add butterflies to her arm. And we know that she has the 2 butterflies on her hand for Cooper, which she got after his overdose, and now he's sober, so that was for him to show that she's there for him. If Nessa's getting a sleeve, I mean, I feel like if you want to get a sleeve, you got to start now, right? Just like keep adding, keep collecting to your arm. So I'm curious to see what it's going to look like. Ooh, Zoo Mads is asking if Jaden is removing his tattoo with Mads. As we report this, I don't believe he is. Also, Jaden has a lot of other tattoos on his hand. I would like to see his hand again. I haven't gotten a close shot of Jaden's hand recently, but it is possible. I wouldn't see Jaden removing it. I would see him perhaps getting another piece of art over it because he does have a lot of tattoos on his hands. Hi, Fatima. Hello to you. Thank you so much for joining. And Mavi says, yes, all the tattoos are about her life for sure. So true, Mavi, which also is a great point because if all of her tattoos are about her life, Nessa's probably thinking that, you know, if worst case scenario, her and Jaden don't work out, I know you Naden shippers watching, never want them to break up. I'm there with you. They seem so happy and so perfect together. Nessa's probably like, oh, I will own the scars of the matching tattoos because it's part of my life story. And at this point in my life, Jaden is very significant to me, even though they've only been dating for a couple of months. But what is time anyway? Nikki saying there ain't no rush. Queen Debbie says, I love how she got the Kiss My Scars tattoo. She is beyond strong. She is so strong. And actually, the Elite Daily article I was quoting came out before Nessa's video, and I think she actually did get that anxiety spider tattoo because I remember her showing that in the video that she has a spider that I think anxiety was over and it's a way to conquer her fears and get over her anxiety. I personally will say that if I had a tattoo of a spider anywhere on my body, I probably would constantly be like, oh my God, there's a spider on me, and not realize that it was a tattoo. But that's just me. Shell says, it's just my opinion, but if you post about being depressed, you're gonna be depressed. It's all about mindset. Shell, that's a good point. Positive thinking does have a big effect on people, but depression is real. It's a real thing. Mental health's a real thing. We don't know anyone's actual struggle and what they're going through on a daily basis. So, you know, how you feel depressed might be different how Nessa feels depressed, and there's no way to know that. But I think what Nessa's trying to do is just be super transparent with her fans, which I think is great. I mean, I came up in a time where celebrities weren't open about their mental health and they were shamed about their mental health. Look at Britney Spears and how she was called crazy when she was really just going through something and kind of figuring things out on her own. So I think it's great that that famous people and people with platforms talk openly about the struggles they're going through, because if you're going through a similar struggle, it helps you relate to them and also be like, oh my God, if Nessa Barrett is going through this, then it's okay that I am, as a high school student, am going through this as well. Yes, they should wait because if they don't work out, then what now, says Manika. Yeah, Zoots needs Juice and Jaden back. I don't know. I'm so sorry, Zoots. You have to tell me who Juice is and who you're referring to in that case. Margie is saying she is trying to help those who fell and don't have a voice. It's so true. Nessa is using her platform to help others. People love her, and you know she does have new music coming out very soon, which she had teased fans will be her side of the story, which we're assuming is her side of the crazy love square between her and Jaden and Mads and Josh. So we're very excited to hear that. Kayla is saying, I love Nessa for getting a tattoo to represent her mental health. I love it too. I think it's great. But also, please keep in mind, that is Nessa's choice to get a tattoo for her mental health. There are other ways you can deal with your mental health besides getting a tattoo. That is just my Cancer mother nature of me coming out and letting you guys know that. I think tattoos are awesome. I have a tattoo I personally regret. It's right here. But I do think that, you know, if that's what you want, if you want a tattoo, make sure you really think about it. Make sure you realize it's permanent, because the removal of tattoos are painful and they take a very, very long time. I'm sorry. Okay, so Mikola, tell me how to pronounce your name. That's my best get at it, so please put the phonetics. I'll try my best to pronounce it properly for you. And Queen Debbie says they have 4 matching tattoos. Oh, they have a rose. Thank you, Queen Debbie. I have not caught that rose. So apparently, Nessa and Jaden have 4 matching tattoos. There's the number 3, there's the angel, there's the quote, which I looked up. I believe it's a Matt Matisse or some artist song. You can correct me if I'm wrong about that. And then they have a rose together, which is really, really cool. Something I noticed though is that the Cupid that Nessa has looks a lot different than the Cupid that Jaden has. So I'm curious if that is a matching tattoo or if those are coordinating tattoos. But yes, so Crystal's saying they have a rose. Naz is saying Nessa is so inspirational. Love her. We love her too. We love Nessa Barrett. We think she's amazing. We love everyone we talk about here at Hollywire. We just think they're so great. So yeah, so nuts. Said she's getting more, and that her and Cooper have the butterflies there in her hands, says Margie. Yes, that is correct. Nessa did explain this in the video that she has 2 butterflies on her hand. And actually, if you're a fan of Cooper Noriega, I interviewed him here at Hollywire. After you watch this live, go check out our interview because he talks about his relationship with Nessa and even pranks Nessa in the whole I'm busy FaceTime challenge thing, which was hilarious. So definitely go check that out. He's such a sweetheart and his story's inspirational. And I think it's great that Cooper is talking up about his journey with sobriety and addiction, because I think it's great that he is telling this to his fans that it can get better, you can get over this, and that that there's nothing wrong with asking for help when you need it. So yes, Nessa has those 2 butterflies after Cooper's almost fatal overdose, but now he's good, he's doing well, and that is to show him that she's with him, which I think is great. Zoot Mads loves Mads' back tattoo. Yes, I love how Mads has this delicate, beautiful tattoo on her back. I think it is gorgeous and absolutely stunning. I think it looks great. My opinion on hand tattoos, I've heard this, and I believe Ariana Grande, I know this because of Ariana Grande, that she had a tattoo on the inside of her hand and it used to fade. But guys, what do you think about Nessa Barrett not mentioning any of her now 4 matching tattoos? Thank you for letting me know in her new Instagram video. I'm Gabby Conti, and follow us at Hollywire for your 24/7 celebrity news.